It's a dream for African youth to be able to come together, talk to each other, and discuss the future prospects of our continent. I am truly very happy to see you, and I can tell you that I love this youth that has understood and is awakening. Our mission is certainly difficult, but thanks to you, the mission is becoming easier and easier. We need to talk to each other, to raise awareness, so that everyone can awaken the consciousness of those who are still sleeping. We always have a challenge, and I think this challenge starts with education. First, many of you are leaders, entrepreneurs, opinion leaders in your countries. You need to pass on the message, especially to the youngest, so that our educational systems change to take into account our real data and educate children to be better citizens of tomorrow. Make sure that from the youngest to the oldest, who had not understood, people can understand the meaning of the struggle. We must fight for Africa to truly unite. We were deculturated. They imposed a culture that is not ours. And I think that today, across all horizons in Africa, we are gradually returning to our roots. Culture in Africa means peace, tolerance. It is in Africa that we talk about the palaver tree, where people meet to talk and communicate. They introduced wars in Africa so that we could no longer sit down, discuss, talk, reflect on future prospects. But today, here we are, with all African youth gathered in Ouagadougou. For hours, you will be able to exchange and plan something for the future. From this moment, each of you is an ambassador to convey the message of the revolution, for the youth to get to work, unite, and take their destiny into their own hands. There is no problem without solution, as long as we can sit down and talk. But there are also situations where we are obliged to fight to bring back dignity and integrity. This is the fight now, today, for the Sahelians against international terrorism imposed on us. We thank you all for your constant support for our countries in this fight. You spoke of growing inequalities in Africa between the rich and the poor. I completely agree, and we are fighting that too. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. This is unacceptable because it is a system that has been created in most of our states so that the rich are those who support the leaders in favor of these imperialists, and the poor remain poor. This is what I called the Hitlerian policy. We must all unite to stop these inequalities, because in this union, personal interest should not come first. We must first see the collective interest, and it is possible. Here in Burkina, we are confronted with many problems in this fight, but we will carry it out. The richest, who have enough billions, mostly have their fortunes in imperialist banks and do not care to help the poorest. We launched the Patriotic Support Fund, where the poorest Burkinabe contribute. We would have liked to see our billionaires come and contribute billions to save our country, but that is not what is happening. And when we do not follow the logic of giving them all the state markets, they fight us. Last year, when I exchanged with you, I said I had seen bankers to set up a mechanism with the state to finance young people. But until today, I have seen nothing. We were obliged at some point to very quickly set up a treasury bank to find mechanisms to support young people in their enterprises. It is not competition with the private sector, but we must fight inequalities. As long as inequalities are not fought, injustice reigns, poverty reigns, and insecurity will reign. Why do you need to communicate? Because they hold the power of money. They will always try to manipulate young people so that we disappear. And today in Africa, youth is starting to fight against corruption and some deviations of good governance in their countries, and we support them. You must lead us, the leaders, to do the impossible for you, and we will be obliged to find the necessary solutions. Otherwise, we will tell you that we are limited to such a place. I hope we can understand each other. We have a common mission. Your mission is to lead us to be better so that the continent becomes better. And our mission is to do everything possible to exploit all the potential of our countries so that youth can flourish. I invite you to maintain reflection on these subjects, to make good proposals so that we can together save our continent, Africa. I know I can count on you to have the same debates, the same reflections, and to finish, I will tell you to believe in yourselves. It starts there. Believe in yourselves, believe in youth. Poverty is what they made us believe, but the reality is we are rich. Make sure our riches belong to everyone, and that this youth can flourish, that we have the security we wish for, and the development. We can and we will win the fight. Good luck to all and good reflection. I wish you all a safe return to your countries, and that the message I have given you as ambassadors can continue to perpetuate in your respective states. Thank you very much.